Since you guys all love the Venus videos so much, I decided to get it on and start a Mars series for you because Mars is also a really exciting planet. Especially because Mars and Venus are kind of a couple. You know, Mars is about sexuality and our drive and our energy, and Venus is about our romance and our more soft, feminine, emotional side. So now we're gonna look into the more rough, masculine side of our love life and check out what your Mars says about you. And in my videos, I'm gonna be looking at 4 aspects of Mars. The first aspect is the actual physical energy, because that's also what Mars means. So Mars tells us how much energy we have, like how much energy does our body produce, because not everybody wakes up with the same amount of energy at the beginning of the day. We wish it was like that, but we actually know it's not. So that's the first aspect, physical energy in sports. Second energy of Mars is the how we do things, the doing, the action. So when we have a goal, how do we go on about getting there? This is also something that Mars tells us, like how do you do things you do? What is your way of doing? The third aspect of Mars is conflict. How do you handle conflict? How do you fight? Do you fight at all? And the last aspect is sexuality, of course. What do you like? What do you not like? What attracts you? What doesn't attract you? Because what's very important to distinguish, and all astrologers learn that and know that, is that Mars and Venus are not the same thing. So love and sex are not the same thing for most humans, unless you maybe have a conjunction of Venus and Mars, so that's kind of the same for you. But normally people who have sexuality and romance in different signs, i.e. Mars and Venus in different signs, they just feel emotionally attracted to one kind of people and sexually attracted to another kind of people, and that usually creates some conflict inside of their head. But I'm here to tell you that that's pretty normal, and you just need to get to know yourself and learn how to deal with it. So let's get started. Mars and Taurus. So Taurus is a earth sign and a fixed sign. So it is very, very stable. There is already a lot of stability in the sign of Earth, in the element of Earth, sorry. But then additionally having this fixed quality makes Mars in Taurus one of the most stable Mars signs of all. So Mars in Taurus has a very steady, very slow energy. How this displays in the 4 topics that we want to look at, like physical energy, action, sexuality, and conflict, is as follows. So when it comes to physical energy, they are not like super energetic, they have medium energy, but they are very good in distributing their energy and like deciding what they're going to spend it on. They're not just throwing it around like some other Marses, like Aries or Gemini, that are their immediate neighbors actually. But Mars in Taurus is thinking a lot about where he's going to invest his energy into. They are very self-appreciative, because Taurus is a Venus sign, so there comes a lot of like self-worth with it. So they really value the energy that they have and they don't want to waste it. So before they do something, they really think about it. They really take caution what they're going to invest the energy in, and they put a lot of attention to not overstraining themselves. Some would call it lazy. I don't think they're lazy. I think they're just very attentive with their energy, and they are more likely to like finish the day with a little extra energy left than to finish it, you know, depleted before the day even ended. They're always going to have an extra energy somewhere in store if necessary, if something comes up, because they are really like rationing it. They're really distributing it very well. And they have very well good management of their own energy. So the way they do things, how do Mars and Taurus people step into action? So just as it is in accordance with their vibe, they step into energy very slowly, like slow and steady. Like Taurus will look at things and be like, is this worth my time? Is this worth my effort? Should I rather not just like indulge in some nice food or get a nice massage? Should I really do this? But if they like make a commitment to doing something, whoa, then there's no way to stop them. They are going to be pursuing this goal forever and ever and ever because they are patient. Like they can do things like forever, for years. They can keep one goal in mind for years and keep making tiny steps towards it, like a tiny step every day, so slow that nobody else even sees the progress, but they know. They know that they are progressing towards this goal. So the energy is very sustainable, green energy, and very steady. So you can really rely, when they once tell you that they're going to do something, you can rely on this forever. They are doing what they do with a lot of calculation. So basically when they start building something now, like like metaphorically, when they start building something, they put down stone by stone, and before putting on the next stone, they will make really sure that this stone is there, steady and firm and immovable, before they put anything on that. So when they build something, when they're on the way to something, there's no way this thing is going to crash down. Because they made it so safe and so strong that the foundation is going to hold. So this is the Tauran way. It's not going to be fast, it's not going to be energetic, but they're going to deliver. They're going to get there, and they know it. Okay. So the thing with Mars and Taurus is just that it's hard sometimes to move them. They will not often decide to go for something or to spend their energy on something, because their comfort zone is basically like relaxing, and they don't like to be in an effort. But like I said, when they decide, then they're getting there for sure. The next thing, conflict. How do they act in conflict? Well, the signs are not attributed by coincidence. So when we talk about Mars and Taurus, you really want to think about a bull. So a bull is stubborn and heavy, and it's very hard to move him. So when there is a conflict of opinion with a Mars and Taurus, talking to them is not going to do the trick. It's just gonna go to one ear and exit the other. They're not gonna take in any other opinion than their own. Obviously, they might have some other aspects that counter what I'm just saying, but you have to always look at the chart complete. You have to take other aspects in account. Now I'm just talking about an isolated fact. So they don't really take other people's opinions in. Maybe they will just like sit there and listen, but they're actually not listening. It's just like passing through, and they're not very compromising either. So it's like my way or the highway kind of scenario. And they can endure a lot. So if there is a fight and you're like, on them, and you're like screaming and you're getting angry, they might just as well sit there for a while and just listen and be like, yeah, whatever. Probably in their head they're just thinking about the next thing they're gonna eat. But if you somehow pass a threshold where they are really triggered, and it's hard to trigger a Mars and Taurus, but if you get there, that's the bull with the red flag scenario. Like when the bull sees red and starts running at you, just like get the fuck out of there. Like you don't want to get in a fight with a Mars and Taurus. They might be the person that just like does nothing while somebody's picking on them, until they just suddenly get up and punch their face and walk away. Or maybe they will just walk away. Also possible, because they don't even want to waste any energy on punching your face. They just value themselves too much to do that. But it's hard to discuss with them. It's hard to move them. If you let them be, like if you get your opinion out, if you get your anger out on them, they probably won't react. But if you let them be, Like they will process it very slowly, but they will process it, and they might come to the conclusion that, you know, you were right or they did something wrong, but they won't come back and apologize. Apologizing is not their thing because there's a bit of extreme stubbornness there. But they will kind of change their behavior or somehow try to make up for it, but don't go back and be like, oh, I see you changed your behavior because, you know, you understood that I was right, blah blah blah, because this might just get them angry again. They will not like to admit that they were wrong. So just let them do their wordless silent apology and take it as it is. You know, don't try to squeeze out more than there is. All right, sexuality, the last part. So Mars in Taurus is a slow, durable, very sensual lover. It is in a very physical sign, you know, like Earth, Taurus, connected to Venus as well. It's all about the senses, you know, so like touch, smell, sight, sound. They love all this stuff. They love it. So they love the pleasures, you know, of the senses. So if you want to like seduce a Mars in Taurus, this can really be like an hour-long foreplay with massages, with a bath, with beautiful music, even maybe food can be part of the foreplay. So they love just enjoying. They're not really like goal-oriented, like I'm gonna go and I'm gonna orgasm now and then leave. For them it's like all about the process, and it can last forever. So they are very like, yeah, enduring partners in bed and love sensory pleasures. Since it's also connected to Venus, it's like, okay, be clean and smell nice. It's like the sensual part, the senses part is really important to them, and you can create a nice atmosphere, or maybe they will even do that. They will create a nice atmosphere, you know, with like candles and nice music and stuff, and they love just enjoying. So pretty good lovers. And yeah, that's all I can say. That's the compliments I've got for Mars and Taurus. Don't fight with them, sleep with them. That's what I would say.